Why is it that despite all the stories and legends, we rarely hear about people actually encountering ghosts in cemeteries? You'd think, with all the tales of haunted graveyards, that these places would be teeming with restless spirits, eager to make their presence known. Yet when you walk through a cemetery, especially at dusk or in the dead of night, what you're most likely to experience is an overwhelming sense of quiet. The silence can be almost deafening, broken only by the wind or the distant call of a bird. So why is that? Why do so many haunted cemeteries feel so still, so empty, almost as if the very air is holding its breath? It's a question that's puzzled ghost hunters, skeptics, and the simply curious for generations. Some people expect cemeteries to be the epicenter of supernatural activity, but the reality is often the opposite. Have you ever stopped to wonder if maybe, just maybe, the spirits that are said to linger in these places actually choose not to reveal themselves? What if the silence isn't a sign of absence, but a deliberate choice? Let's dig a little deeper into this idea. Imagine this. You're standing among rows of ancient stones, the air thick with history and memory. The trees sway gently, casting long shadows over the ground. You feel a chill, but it's not just the weather, it's the weight of all the lives remembered here. Now, picture yourself as a spirit, bound to this place, not by anger or unfinished business, but by love and family. You're there, maybe with an EVP recorder in hand, hoping to catch a whisper from the other side. You wait, heart pounding, expecting a voice, a sign, anything to prove that you're not alone. But all you get is silence, thick, unbroken, and absolute. That silence can feel eerie, even disappointing. But what if it's not emptiness you're hearing, but a kind of sacred hush? Maybe the spirits here aren't lost or angry, they're simply at peace. Or perhaps, they're choosing to remain unseen and unheard. Here's a theory that might surprise you. What if many of the spirits in cemeteries are actually children, lying close to their parents just as they did in life? Think about it. In the past, families were often buried together, their names etched side by side on weathered stones. The bonds of love and protection don't simply vanish with death. In life, would you ever let your child wander off to talk to a complete stranger in the dark? Especially in a place as solemn as a cemetery? Of course not. Those instincts to protect, to stay close, might linger, even after death. The spirits of children may cling to their parents, and the parents, in turn, may be wary of letting their loved ones interact with strangers, especially living ones. So, when you walk through a cemetery at night, hoping for a ghostly encounter, consider this. Would you, as a parent or guardian, allow your child to approach a stranger who's come looking to talk with them? Probably not. The same rules of caution and care might apply, even in the afterlife. Maybe in death, those bonds of family and protection are just as strong as they were in life. Spirits might be protective, choosing to remain silent rather than risk an encounter with someone they don't know. It's not about fear or hostility, it's about love, loyalty, and the desire to keep loved ones safe, even from beyond the grave. So, the next time you find yourself wandering through a silent cemetery, surrounded by rows of gravestones and the hush of history, remember this: the quiet isn't proof that nothing's there. It might just be a sign of respect, of bonds that endure, and of spirits who choose silence over conversation with a living stranger. As you pass by those ancient stones, try to imagine the stories, the families, the love that still lingers in the air. Maybe the spirits are there, watching, remembering, and choosing to keep their peace. So, next time you wonder why haunted cemeteries are so quiet, consider this. Maybe it's not that nothing's there. Maybe they're just choosing not to talk to you. And if you were in their place, would you do the same?